Time for game number 4 at the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. It's Cody Janza with you on CROW LAX TV. The Red Deer Rampage taking on the Beaumont Outlaws. Red Deer in their whites, red shoulders, black trim. Going right to left on your TV screen. Beaumont in their blues, wearing gold stripes and white numbers. Ref is ready, ball is down, and we are underway at the Ken Nickel Rec Center. It's the host of the tournament, the Outlaws, taking on the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League's darling child, the Red Deer Rampage. Outlaws opening possession is long, scoops it down to the corner. Poke back up, Hildebrand has to run back. Rocking the neon shoes. Shot clock running down. Refs are counting it. The shot goes wide of goaltender Colton Ferguson, who gets the call this afternoon. For the Rampage had an 8:32 in the regular season. Missed some time in the playoffs as he was at NAG. And that's when Carson Wells took over and has played phenomenal ever since for Red Deer. Getting his first start in a little while, though, is Ferguson in the Junior B circuit. Caleb Dorland between the pipes for the Outlaws. Set a 7:36 in playoffs until yesterday. Here goes Jacob Goudreau on a break. Goudreau to the net, and he's stopped by Ferguson. Goudreau's got his own rebound. Eric Greenwood, 2 goals yesterday for the Outlaws. He'll drive, try to put it short side. It goes over the net. Kylie over to Ben Hobday. 5-hole attempt. Ferguson makes a save, and it falls to his feet. Now in front defender, and Tristan O'Neill got tied up with Hobday. It'll be Outlaws possession, and the captain, Ben Hobday, goes to work. Represented Israel at the World Juniors last year. Low shot from Long, got kicked out. Got his own rebound back. Backdoor feed, and Stewart scores. Preston Stewart gets the offense rolling early, and it's 1-0 Outlaws. Well, he struggled to find the back of the net at times. He had one yesterday against the Warriors. Stewart's got his second of the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup, and the Beaumont Outlaws have gone up 1-0, just $1.39 into regulation. Hard push in front of the bench by Aiden Teamstra, and it'll be Beaumont possession. Both these teams 0-1 to start the tournament. Red Deer lost 9-6 in overtime against Calgary yesterday. Cutler inside for Hobday, and he's pushed into the crease. I'll give an assist to Nestor. I thought it might have been Ben Hobday. But someone back can watch and let me know if I'm correct or wrong on that one. Ball behind the net, 5 left on the shot clock. Graham Simpson is in a battle with the Outlaws defender. In comes Tanner Park to help out, but the shot clock's going to expire on him. Jackson Weatherby, one of Beaumont's more effective players yesterday against the Warriors in their 8-5 loss. Strong defender, can play both sides of the floor, and he can generate some chances by himself. Greenwood, lone man back. Wyatt Avery goes for a run. The assistant captain decides to hit the e-brake and wait for Trafford Couchman to jump out on the concrete. Corbin Rainier set a pick inside, pass over to Dowswell, ends up on the ground, and Peyton Cook is there. Cook circles the cage, and Red Deer still without a shot through the opening 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Marcus Hildebrand getting a little bit of offensive time here. For Justice Cutler, ball's on the ground. Hildebrand now trying to cut towards the middle, double team, and he has possession. He's got to change those. Helmets come undone. Long range. Ball goes wide, and Tavian Pike has the Lucy. Another one of those heart and soul type players for Red Deer. Pike battered and bruised against the Shamrocks yesterday. He shows up 12 hours later, and he's going to go to war in this one again. 14 hours later, I guess, if we want to be tight on the math. Isaac Tisdale trying to spin around into defender and Ty Cook. Ball over to Dowswell inside. 5-hole attempt, and Dolan has his first save of the game. Caleb Dorland stopped 38 of 46 against Edmonton yesterday in the tournament opener. Greenwood low to low. Bounces wide. Back to Turner. Sika for Kylie. Ben Hobday now dropped it. Here goes Sola. Parker Sola's got a break. The speedster in all alone, and he's stopped by Dorland. Tried to pull it back, stick side, and the Beaumont Outlaws netminder says no. Rogalski will stay in play. That one bounces down. It'll stay in. It goes off the glass and bounces into the neutral zone. Greenwood thought he was going to get some help for it. Didn't end up getting it. Greenwood, low shot on net. Ferguson makes a save. And then Kylie got dropped into the boards. No penalty, just the push got called on Tristan O'Neill. Got it behind the net, and Josh St. Germain will defend. Justin St. Germain was real good for Red Deer yesterday. Josh out there on defense with a tough assignment on game number 2 of day number 2. Eric Long now around his defender. Long right in the way of the defender. Heavy collision in the slot. Kind of got a shot off. Wasn't the best shot in the world. But Ferguson makes the save, and Wyatt Avery now has to escape a double team. Simpson will drive. Dorland got the left arm on it. Graham Simpson had 1 goal in their 5 playoff games. Champs of the Central after finishing 9-11 in the regular season. Downswell over to Couchman. Shot got blocked. Justin St. Germain kept it in play. 10 on the shot clock here. Dowswell in front of the Outlaws bench. Controls it last second. Spins around Cook. Now it's outside. Tisdale wide at the end of the shot clock. Red Deer might have to reset the sights here early. 6:30 in. They got 3 shots on goal. Not many high grade A chances outside of Sola. Turner now steps in the crease, and now Turner is going to get tied up with Erdman. Couple of cages getting grabbed, couple of words being exchanged, but all in all, I don't think anyone's going to come out of it with a bruise. Jack Erdman's going to go to the sin bin along with Connor Turner. Looks like the 2 of them are going to be fine. The refs are discussing it, though, in front of the penalty box here. We'll see if they got a face mask or not. So 2 for cross-check and 2 for face mask on Turner. And just a 2 for cross-checking on Jack Erdman. So it'll be Outlaws possession, even though they got the extra. It'll be 2 minutes of 4-on-4, and then a 2-minute power play, barring any penalties for the Red Deer Rampage. Preston Stewart will start up top as Hobday has a word with the officials. And Tavian Pike and Eric Greenwood are introducing themselves in front of the Red Deer crease. Cutler for Greenwood, far side, big hit by Ferguson. Stewart on the rebound, stopped as well as Colton Ferguson has back-to-back kicks. Obday, Greenwood hitting ball trick. Greenwood scored on a bouncer against Tate Pinch yesterday at the Edmonton Warriors. He's tried it a couple of times early here, and the bouncers are not going through the first 7 minutes. It's an issue. Outside shot from Park. Zips wide. Rainier from the corner. Defender got that one in the hand, and Taryn Hutchings. That's going to sting, but I'll go off for a change. Both Ryan Antonishin and Justin St. Germain had 3-point games yesterday against the Chamois for Red Deer. Kylie now punched away by Ferguson, and Tavian Pike is going to outlet up here. Isaac Tisdale, spin move around Hildebrandt. He'll hold on to it as Justice Cutler. Defense, Tisdale. Trafford Couchman. Dorland makes a save. Rebound shoveled towards the net. Dorland stopped it as Weatherby pile drove Nygaard into the crease. Preston Stewart low and goal of the game, 4-on-4 for a couple more seconds. And then the Outlaws will be short-handed for the next 2 or less. Oh, wait, they gave the 2 to the other team. I guess I messed that one up. They gave the face mask to Jack Erdman. Completely botched that. If you're watching at home, it's too early on a Saturday. I'll take my dash one and I'll be better for the viewers. Outlaws on a power play. Ben Hobday's up top. 12-4, the shots in favor of the Outlaws. Colton Ferguson holding Red Deer in early. Hobday drops it. Hildebrand's behind the net. Zips one over to Stewart. 5 on the shot clock. Pass got knocked down by Pike. Hildebrand out front, intended to Greenwood. And a forced pass that had little hope. Isaac Tisdale, the forward, also on the PK unit. You don't see that too often, but he'll flip it over to Trafford Couchman and go for a change. Couchman in the corner. Goudreau and Hutchings are on him. 3 on the shot clock. Simpson. And Dorland ends up behind the net, and the power play's got 40 seconds left to work with as we reach the midway point of period number 1. Surprised they don't put Greenwood up top to quarterback the power play. They've got Kylie there, and nothing wrong with his game, but the way Greenwood can rip the pill, you probably want him shooting it a little bit more. Justice Cutler on range off the big Woody at Colton Ferguson, and the outlet needs another breakaway. It's O'Neill. Penalty coming against the Outlaws. Try to go short side. Dorland knew where it was coming. And Beaumont is going to take a minor penalty for too many men on the floor here with 9:26 left to go in period number 1. We'll play 6 seconds of 4-on-4, and then it'll be a Red Deer Rampage power play. 30.77% in the playoffs. Dowswell's up top. Tisdale with the shot. It's going to go back to Downswell. Eric Long is up the floor with Hutchings. Greenwood out there as well. Outlaws, shorthanded, man down situation. Long trying to hold on to it. Tisdale to help and chase him down. Stewart on the roll. Ferguson with the save. Rebounds, free game, and it's poked back to Greenwood. Greenwood tried to take that shot. If you're Stu Sturpine and company, you probably want Greenwood to run that out and kill off more of the penalty. Forced shot means Red Deer gets possession and their power play will ensue. Dowswell up top. Rampage 0 for 2 on the power play yesterday against the Shamrocks. Pass got deflected. It's in the air, and Sika gets to go for a run. Hunter Sika on a breakaway. Sika snapped by Ferguson. Save number 14 of the period for Colton Ferguson. Marcus Hildebrandt. Right to the net. Ferguson stopped him, but a crease violation was called anyways. We'll be back to even strength on the floor in about 5 seconds' time. Red Deer 7 shots with 7:30 to play here. Period number 1. They trailed 2-1 after 20 minutes against the Shamrocks yesterday. Nygaard rips one off the defender. 8 to shoot. Back to Nygaard. He'll step into another. It's behind the net, though. Peyton Cook will pinch him off on the boards. And the Beaumont Outlaws looking a lot more confident than they did yesterday against Edmonton. Ball is going to bounce into the Outlaws bench, and it'll be, into the Red Deer's bench. It'll be Outlaws possession as Eric Long gets a shot clock reset to work with. Long, another one of those Stu Sturpine type players that'll come out the O gate and the D gate when needed. Kind of what Beaumont's been built on. Very well-rounded players and no superstars on the floor. Cutler can't get to it before Ryder Istis will. Istis was phenomenal on the penalty kill yesterday against the Shamrocks. Probably blocked 4 or 5 shots and was taking a beating when rigging the ball down low. Couchman has Murray to push him back. Tisdale down to Dowswell. He'll spin. Shot goes in the corner. And Weatherby will dance on it here as the shot clock expires. Red Deer offense looking a little stymied. At times they were yesterday as well, but the second period was by far their best. They had 3 goals, including Justin St. Germain, who tallied one 8 seconds into that middle frame. Hobb down for Cutler. It'll roll to Ferguson in the crease. And he'll get a freebie and send one up for Teamstra. Teamstra at the restraining line as Justin St. Germain. Cohen Sutherland got the blue and pink kicks on this afternoon. Antonishin went off the defender and off the boards. 1 to shoot. He'll dump it down into the corner. Antonishin, 4 points in the postseason. 7 points. 4 in the first 2 rounds of playoffs. 3 yesterday against the Shamrocks. Eric Long now. Outlaws swept in the first round by the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels, and as the hosts, they got extra rest. Hobday, fadeaway shot. It's behind Ferguson and in. Ben Hobday squeaks one through, and it's 2-0 for Beaumont. Well, you got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. And Ben Hobday was all but heading for a change. As that one hit Colton Ferguson in the pads. Found a way to sneak behind him, but it just trickles over the goal line. Beaumont has doubled their lead with 4:58 to go in period number 1. With the goal, Greenwood with the assist. His first point of the game. Hobday's got his first as well. Hobday quiet against Fort Saskatchewan in that opening round. Only 2 assists for him. He's in the goal column here on day 2 at the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. 10 on the shot clock. Dowswell. Couchman low on goal, and Dorland drops on it. Dorland makes the save, and I think we're going to get a water break and a wipe of the floor with 4:14 left to go in period at number 1. It's 2-0 Beaumont. Hey, if you're enjoying free lacrosse on CROW LAX TV, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Supports CROW LAX TV and all their efforts to bring you free lacrosse all season long live on YouTube. Back underway in period at number 1. Ben Hobday, the latest goal scorer. Stewart back over to Hobday. Caught the pass, short side. It's off the post. Dumped in front before he could grab the rebound. It'll be a shot clock reset for Beaumont. Red Deer, one advantage they have over most teams is they are as gritty as it comes, and that can frustrate offenses over a 60-minute game. Long now to the middle. Little flip down. Stewart couldn't corral. Greenwood can't. Fires that one off the back of Wyatt Avery. Tavian Pike now. Kylie on the roll. Put it in the logo of Ferguson. Kristen O'Neill. Playing big minutes this weekend. Likely close to 30 a game for the defender. Isaac Tisdale. Little spin back. Got around Gaudreau as well. Tisdale, backdoor feed, and the quick stick from Park misses and ends up out of play. One of the better chances of the game off the offensive sets for Red Deer. They can't capitalize. Now it's Cutler inside. Thought he could pull it near on Ferguson. Doesn't work. And now Teamstra stripped by Cutler. Teamstra thought Hutchings stepped in the crease. Ref was right there and said no. Sola to defend Sika. Hunter Sika rolls it back for Stewart. Justin St. Germain on defense in front. Greenwood, and it's a big left pad stop by Ferguson. Hobday for Sika. Little flip is picked off by Justin St. Germain. And at the end of an extended shift, not a lot of gas left in the tank here. St. Germain now sneaks away from Lane Wedman. The Outlaws face-off specialists also getting some defensive reps. Dowswell in front of the Outlaws bench, walks it down the near side half wall, ripped it on goal, and Dorland drops into it. Minute 45 to go here, period at number 1. Outlaws up by 2 and out shooting the Red Deer Rampage over 2-1 right now. Rogalski for Turner. Turner through a double team. Put it on goal. Rebound is going to be back to Ferguson. So if you let that roll through, it's not a back in, but since he stopped it behind the net, that's in the crease. Homdick for his second save made by the Rampage netminder. Back out for Kylie and far side. Ferguson read him like a book. Greenwood slows it down. Now he got tied up. No call is coming. Cutler spin inside on Sola to the net. One-armed it on goal as a triple team came and got him. Red Deer bench side. Greenwood might have embellished that a little bit. Looked like he got clocked pretty good. Isaac Tisdale. The lefty spins to the outside, doesn't give himself room to shoot. Ball got deflected by Sika, and then Sika almost had his shoulder ripped off by Tisdale. What a second effort by Isaac Tisdale. Has a C on his sweater when they're wearing their blacks for a reason. Park shot around the defender. Save is made by Dorland. And now the Outlaws can take a timeout with 20 seconds left to go here in period number one as Ethan Forgrave grabs out the clipboard and the former Saskatchewan Rush draft pick can draw up a play. Two more thrilling games coming up on your Saturday at the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup, all for free, all live on CROW LAX TV. All you gotta do, hammer that subscribe button, turn on notifications as well, so you know when we go live. 5 o'clock tonight, Calgary Shamrocks taking on the Winnipeg Blizz, both 1-0 teams, and then later it's the Edmonton Warriors at 1-1 taking on the Red Deer Rampage, who currently trail 2-0 against the Beaumont Outlaws. Caleb Dorland's on the bench. It'll be 6-on-5 on the floor. Eric Greenwood with the ball. Greenwood's got an assist in the game. He'll be the runner. Turner, Cutler, and Homdick are the lefties. Kylie, Preston Stewart are the other righties along with Eric Greenwood. 8 seconds to go here. Period number one. Stewart throws it down to Turner, who wasn't paying attention. Outlaws throw one away as Stewart scores at the end of regulation. After the buzzer, the horn is very quiet here at the Ken Nickel Rec Center, so it is tough to hear. Stewart put one away, but it's after the buzzer, so 20 down, 40 to go. It's 2-0 Beaumont. We're back after the intermission. Period number two. Coming up next on CROW LAX TV. Time for period number 2 at the Ken Nickel Rec Center. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. Beaumont Outlaws in blue, Red Deer Rampage in white. Outlaws outshot the Rampage 25-10 in that opening period. And a face-off violation is going to be called on Wedman. He doesn't love the call, but the ref will give Red Deer possession. Held off the score sheet for a full period for the first time in this Larry Bishop Memorial Cup was Red Deer. Both teams 0-1, looking for their first win of the tournament. Ball bounces to Dorland. Hands it off to Jarrett Rogalski. The defender who's not afraid to stay in play. Rogalski by himself misses the net and bounces it out of play. Colton Ferguson, 23 stops in that first period. He was great for Red Deer. Not to take it away from Caleb Dorland, who stopped all 10 in that first period. Made some real nice saves for Beaumont as well. Just wasn't as busy. Justin St. Germain over to Ryan Antonishin. St. Germain, bouncer, high, and it's out of play. The ref's going to say it was deflected, though. Maybe it went off the defender. It certainly didn't go off Dorland. And they'll give Red Deer the reset. Isaac Tisdale now. He'll try drive and throw it short side, but he misses. For Tanner Park. The big man, Simpson sets the pick. Whipped all the way up, but it was knocked down. Cohen Sutherland got his stick in the way. Rogalski zips one in for Ben Hobday. Scored in that opening frame, the Outlaws captain. Down short side, Long is stopped by Ferguson. Outlaws looking for their first win in a few weeks. Swept in the first round of playoffs. Hobday got stopped, and then he reached into the crease to grab the rebound. Red Deer finished the regular season 9-11. Found a way to upset the Chill in round number 1 and upset the Rocky View Silvertips in round number 2 after getting clobbered 13-2 in game number 1. And now Red Deer had got caught too many on the floor, but there's a penalty coming up against the Outlaws. Pardon me, Red Deer. Well, they had a delayed penalty. Red Deer had the ball, and now they will send, I believe that's Tavian Pike, to the sin bin. Interference is the call. Just a little bit of confusion on the floor there. Kevin Hobday wanted to have a word of why it wasn't blown down in time, but looks like the Outlaws go to the power play. 0 for 1 in the game so far. Kylie. O'Neal gets called for interference. Lee is up top. Goes low to low. Ferguson makes a save. Now it's Tavian Pike from his own zone. Ben Hobday's on the forecheck. He'll scoop it back to avoid the 10-second count. As Hutchings has Graham Simpson on him. Still have a minute left on this power play here. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Preston Stewart let it rip. Rebounds in the slot, and Justice Cutler gets the reset. Lee back for Stewart. Lee up top again. Hits Hobday. Room to shoot, and he just misses on the glove side. Lead. Early shot on the power play here. They still got time to pass it around as Hobday picks it off the boards. Now Greenwood's in the righty shooter spot. Cutler, short side. Ferguson says no. Tavian Pike up the middle, goes through 2 forecheckers and holds on. Back to even strength is Red Deer. Pike's stick falls apart on him, and now the Outlaws chance in transition, and Goudreau wanted that pass in a bad way. Still a 2-0 game here in period number 2. Red Deer and their coaching staff in Troy Tisdale, Austin Wells told me before it, they love low-scoring games. That's where they thrive. They'll play anyone in a 4-2 game. Greenwood now getting mixed up with a couple of defenders as, well, I believe that was Parker Sola was giving it to Greenwood. Aaron Hutchings now 1-on-2. Teamster gives him a shot and keeps him honest. Sola back to defend. Eileen now rocking the single leg sleeve to the middle, put it right in the pants of Ferguson. Colton Ferguson had an .832 save percentage in the regular season. Represented Alberta at NAG, and now he's back for the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. Dowswell cut into the crease, so it'll be Outlaws possession. Red Deer 0 shots in the first 5 minutes and 30 seconds of period number 2. Took them almost 5 minutes to get their first shot in the first period as well. Sika. Kick saved by the Rampage netminder. Sika has it again. Flip for Greenwood. Greenwood now, a little spin move. Lost possession as Pike stripped him of the ball with a new stick. Back the other way. It's Walton on a break. Dorland not tested again. Tavian Pike. Shot clock still ticking down. They'll have about 15 seconds left when they get the offense on the floor. They'll also run a lot of D guys on offense here. A lot of two-way players. Bouncer from Tanner Park misses. And then a push is called on Rainier. Rainier hauls down long. And they'll give the Outlaws another possession here. Dorland steps out of the crease before the 5 count, and Eric Long can rip up the floor. 13:20 to go here, period at number 2. 2-0 Beaumont leads. It's an afternoon game at the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. Hildebrand stopped, and Cutler inside. Probably doesn't get the look he wants off the rebound. Istis, the big man, will run through, and a spin move got around Ty Cook. Isaac Tisdale cuts through the middle as St. Germain scans the floor. Red Deer's got their first shot of the period, came 7 minutes and 20 seconds in. Hutchings as Pike got him, got his stick in the way. Pass still finds its way to Connor Turner. He'll try and go low to high. It's off the mark, and Tavian Pike has a one-on-one with Hutchings. Pike now peels back. Little BTB pass over to St. Germain. 3 points against the Calgary Shamrocks yesterday. Dowswell tied it in the final minute. This one's off the arm of Dorland. Now Tisdale's going to get dinged for a push in the back. Red Deer showing some obvious frustration on the bench. Almost at the midway point of this game, and they only have 12 shots on goal. Eric Long Up top for Marcus Hildebrand. Kai Lake down to Hildebrand, and he dropped it. Teamstra in a 2-on-1. Add support up the floor. Well, the pick was set there by Parker Sola, I believe. And now up the floor is Goudreau. Jacob Goudreau's on a break. All alone, stopped by Ferguson. Second breakaway save of the game for Colton Ferguson. Ball whipped up. Here's Ryder Istis on a 2-on-1. Istis and Pike give and go. And Istis is buried from behind. Never had possession. Ref calls it clean. Rampage only have 4 on the floor right now. Sika transition. Ball ends up by Erdman. Up and around. Teamstra comes in and they'll call a loose ball push on him. It's an emotional one here. No one wants that second loss on their bingo card, as you'll likely have to be 3-1 in the tournament to play on Monday. Eric Long. Little hop step down low. Hobday over to Hildebrand. Misses on the one-timer. Sola from outside the 24. Greenwood's back on defense, as is Hobday. Tisdale cuts to the back post, and Sola posts up. Riley Dowswell. 22 points in the postseason. Whipped one over to Tisdale. Got the shot on goal, but it was kicked out by Dorland. Back over to Dowswell. Taryn Hutchings. Stole one away from Justin St. Germain. Flip up to Peyton Cook. Cook's got a 3-on-3 as Connor Turner was coming in the middle. Now he'll pinch off Tisdale. Cook's out in front, and they'll see jumps into the crease. Midway point of regulation, and Red Deer still with a goose egg on their side of the scoreboard. Walton in front took a hit, and the ball bounces out of play. Can't say Beaumont's offense has been phenomenal either. They've had 11 shots in this period, no goals to go for it. Justice Cutler. Greenwood behind the net. Greenwood's out in front, short side. Ferguson seals off the post. Well, Eric Greenwood almost had something to show for the shots this period. Now up to a dozen, as the refs are going to debate which way the possession should be going. Arrow points north, and Red Deer gets the rock. Graham Simpson, a goal and 4 assists in their first 2 rounds of Central Division playoff action. Weatherby has it knocked free, and now I think we're going to get coincidental penalties coming. Maybe just one. Cross-check is the call on Rogalski. And Red Deer is going to the power play for the first time in this game. Thought the ref had the 2-pointer system out there, and we'd see coincidentals. Looked like it was just one. Jarrett Rogalski goes to the sin bin. And Red Deer goes to the power play with 8:49 left to go, period number 2. Tisdale. Backdoor feed. Low shot goes off the toe of Dorland. Downswell quarterbacks the power play. Tisdale. Downswell. Short side, misses the mark. Tisdale now trying to control in front of the Outlaws bench. He's hitting to the Outlaws door, which opened up. Dangerous situation. Tisdale now one arms it back. Couchman, far side, had a little bit of space, and that's a good stop by Caleb Dorland, moving just to his right to get in the way. Tisdale, little pump fake, keeps everyone honest. Ball ends up on the concrete, though. It back. Rampage have numbers, and Graham Simpson can't connect on the quick stick. Ball for Park, and Dorland hops on that as well. And Cook leaves it off for Eric Long. And the Outlaws can kill the next 16 seconds of their penalty kill. Jack Walton will defend. Long with 5 on the shot clock. Kylie, 5-hole attempt. It's behind Ferguson. It's off the post. And then Hobday cut through the crease. Inches away from a shorty was Kylie. Back to even strength. Rogalski hops back on defense. Simpson, ball's deflected into the ceiling, so the shot clock gets reset. Spencer Nygaard causing some chaos in the middle. Dowswell runs the pick. Nygaard has it again. Hauled down to the ground by Weatherby, who took a shot after the fact, and Dorland has the loose ball. Both teams seemingly unhappy with the officials, and I think if you're a ref, that means you probably did the right thing and let it go. Hard picks getting set at both sides. Still no goals in this second period here. Van Hobding trying to go 5-hole. Ferguson says no. I called one shutout already this season. It was senior B ball between the Edmonton Miners and the Fort Saskatchewan Rebels, and Matty Heber pitched a 30-save shutout. Who knows if we got another one in our hands this season. It's always one of the more impressive feats in summer ball. Isaacs. Backdoor bouncer, and Dorland not tested. He's on pace for about that 30-shot mark, is Caleb Dorland. He was good against the Warriors yesterday. If some of those posts the Outlaws hit in the third went in, it's probably an 8-8 game, if not going in Beaumont's favor. Kylie. Behind the net, does it on the ticker. Out front, Greenwood behind the back, misses. Tavian Pike up. This got turned over, and Turner trying to go short side, had some room after Tavian Pike turned the ball over. Sola jogs his way up the floor. Tisdale. Trying to go short side. Gillespie says it was deflected. Dorland again says, hey, if I'm not getting credit for a save, it shouldn't count. They won't count it as a shot on goal, but the refs say it went off Dorland anyways. Wedman and Nygaard getting into it. Gloves will stay on, but it'll be Outlaws possession from their own zone. Up for Kylie, over to Hobday, he's inside, and Ferguson says no. Now Hutchings got beat going top side. It's a breakaway opportunity, and Tristan O'Neill won't get a shot on goal. Well, they counted that as a shot on goal on the score clock. That'll make up for the one they may or may not have missed. But it'll be Outlaws possession. Eric Long. Down for Hobday. Hobday on the roll. Kicks it out for Greenwood. Short side. Save was made by Ferguson. And Red Deer now. Thought about a stretch pass for Isaac Tisdale, and Pike has to peel back. Take a cross-check late. I believe that's Rogalski. Unnecessary shot, threw down Pike after he made the pass. And it'll be a 6-on-5 as Ferguson's on the bench. 7 on the shot clock. Park. Back for Tisdale, 5-hole. Dorland makes the save, and Red Deers go to the power play. With 3:14 left to go in period number 2. Rampage 0 for 1 on the power play, 0 for 4 in the tournament. Dowswell's up top. Now switch with Simpson. In for Tisdale. Dorland says no. Dowswell has the loose ball. Quick stick over Couchman. It's off the side of the goal. He'll try force a feed through over to Simpson. Tisdale. Simpson's in the corner. Tisdale was cutting through the middle. And now Couchman with 10 on the shot clock. Nice to pick the short side corner, and this is going to bounce 200 feet back to his own zone. Red Deer will have to dump and change on the power play. 2:15 to go here, and the Outlaws throw one away. Hutchings ripped one into the Outlaws bench. Unforced error. We'll see if Red Deer can capitalize. 2 minutes to go in the period. 46 seconds left in the power play. Dowswell for Tisdale. Inside, Park will peel some paint off the post. That's as close as Red Deer's come in the game. Back over to Park again. It's off the coconut of Dorland. And then Simpson scored on the rebound, but he was in the crease. Cook's the other way. Cook and Weatherby scores! Peyton Cook with the shorty. And Beaumont's up 3-0. Well, a no-goal call at one end, and Peyton Cook capitalizes at the other. As behind the play, it looks like that might be Pike, who is holding on to his leg. The trainers have come out, and so they'll take a look at him here with a minute 38, and we'll step aside. But Beaumont has just made it 3-0 with about 38 left to go in period number 2. Well, Tavian Pike's been helped off the floor and down the tunnel. It's a big miss for Red Deer if they don't get him back in this contest, which seems unlikely at this moment. And now Kevin Hobday's having a word with the officials right now. Not sure what that could be about. As Peyton Cook has the latest. It's a shorthanded marker for Beaumont. Made it 3-0 with 1:38 left to go in period number 2. Looks like they're talking about face-offs in front of the Beaumont bench. And now we're ready to get back underway here for the period 2 finale. Beaumont still shorthanded as Rogalski's in the box for the next 24 seconds. Caleb Dorland with the lone assist on the Peyton Cook marker. Dowswell over to Couchman. 5-hole scores. Red Deer's on the board 39 minutes in, and it's 3-1. Trafford Couchman has his third of the postseason, and Red Deer utilized that break. Fresh bodies, and they finish it off on the power play. It's 3-1. Couchman from Dowswell. 50 seconds left in the frame. Rainier. 5 to shoot. He'll drive. Tisdale hard pick. 5-hole scores. Corbin Rainier goes low, and it's 3-2. Well, he doesn't always get offensive shifts, but now he does, and he makes the Outlaws pay. 2 goals on their last 2 shots, and they're now trailing by 1 with 34 seconds left to go in period number 2. Caleb Dorland was moving over to his left, and that stick moved just a little bit. Sometimes you'll see it with the plastic spoons. If it hits the sidewall, it can still bend and trickle in. And Corbin Rainier, as the shot clock was expiring, beat him 5-hole. And it's now 3-2 for the Outlaws. St. Germain will grab the assist. Outlaws have it. Peyton Cook wants another, everybody stepped into the crease with that right foot. Red Deer has it now. They could have used a timeout if they wanted, and they'll opt out of it. Jack Walton now one-on-one with Goudreau. Ball ends up on the ground, and Ben Hobday has it, but second period's going to expire here. Red Deer has made it a game, down 3-0 at one point, 2 straight to close out period number 2. It's a 1-goal game headed into the third period. 40 down, 20 to go. It's Cody Janza with you on CROW LAX TV. Hammer that subscribe button, and we're back with the third in 10 minutes. Time for period number 3 at the Ken Nickel Red Center. It's the Beaumont Outlaws and the Red Deer Rampage. Beaumont in their blues, Red Deer in their whites. Going on right to left on your TV screen. Shots 42-24 in favor of Beaumont. After 40 minutes of play, the score is 3-2 in the home side's favor. Rampage scored their 2 in the final minutes of that second period. As for Beaumont, only 1, and it came a shorty from Peyton Cook in the second period. In the middle is Greenwood. Ball goes wide. Good to see Tavian Pike back on the floor as he just got dumped to start the period. Back out going for a run. Pike now. Little spin move, kicks it out for Couchman. Trafford Couchman had Red Deer's first of the game. For Tisdale, trying to go high, seeing if maybe Dorland would bite on it. He did not. Hutchings will drive around Tisdale and he's stripped. My goodness, I'm not sure there's a forward better on a back check than Isaac Tisdale. He's done that 6 times in 2 games now at this tournament. Antonician for Justin St. Germain. Inside feed, and the save is made on Ryan Antonician. And then it was Graham Simpson who got dumped, never had possession, so Red Deer gets a fresh 30 clock. Dazwa rocking the bright red kicks. Backdoor feed, and Dorland's got to be sharp. Stops Antonician on the quick stick. Little inside move around Cook from St. Germain. High shot by Rainier, got blocked by Goudreau. And Beaumont able to go get a change. Lee back in his own zone. Both these teams 0-1 in the tournament. Both lost their opening games by 3. Behind the play, Kylie got taken down. No call coming. Eric Long fadeaway shot. Ferguson makes a save. Red Deer being heavily outshot, but they're just 1 away from tying it up. Couchman got his own rebound, and he missed twice in a row. Dow's 5 on the shot clock. Peyton Cook gives him a push back, and it's going to expire on him here. Well, who's going to step up for Beaumont in this one? Preston Stewart got out to a hot start, and he's cooled off since. No Eric Tompkins in the lineup, and Grayson Maloney as well. So the Outlaws maybe saving them for later, thinking, hey, if we can squeak out a win here, we'll have fresh legs throughout the tournament. Ben Hobday on the roll. Whips one over. Hildebrand and Cutler. Shot clock will expire as Ryder Istis heads behind the cage. Throws one up to Parker Sola. The single leg sleeves are back in style. Sola's got a black one on. Simpson. Call coming against Beaumont. Isaac Tisdale, now 6-on-5. Ferguson's on the bench. Shot clock will expire before Daswell can get a quick stick off. And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call coming against Hutchings. Two for unsportsmanlike conduct is the call, and Red Deer going to the power play, down by 1 with 16:13 to play in regulation time. Rampage 1 for 2 on the man advantage. Isaac Tisdale on goal, but Dorland makes a stop. Caleb Dorland now up to 24 saves in the contest. Colton Ferguson across the floor has got 41. Justice Cutler. Wrong side of the floor, but he's on the penalty kill, so it doesn't matter. Wyatt Avery trying to strip him of the ball. Down for Hildebrandt. Pushed up the wall, and he drops it in the corner. Stafford Couchman, 4 goals in the postseason. Has one on the power play in this game for Red Deer. As well up top. Inside feed, and they score. It's Tanner Park who capitalizes. Tie ball game with 15:07 to play. Two power play goals for Red Deer. And we're not at 3 with 15:07 left to go in regulation. Park was held off the score sheet yesterday. He's got a goal to get his tournament rolling. Greenwood inside and Long all alone. He just tucked it over the shoulder. Graham Simpson up the floor, sets the pick for Rainier, and his pass got picked off by Rogalski. Crawford Couchman's the lone one back. Rogalski, a little else inside, outside, but he lost it. Brent Murray, Ben Hobday scores! Beaumont's back in front. It's the captain, Ben Hobday, with his second of the game. "37 seconds after Red Deer ties it up. Ben Hobday puts one behind Colton Ferguson, and it's a 4-3 lead for the Outlaws. Face-off violation called. I don't think they were happy with Tavian Pike. Justice Cutler stripped of the ball by Pike. It's back on the ground. Or Long has it. Long short side. Ferguson denies him. Rebound will be grabbed by Teamstra. Outlaws want to double team on him, and they'll force a turnover. Thanks to Preston Stewart. Stewart will sit on it here. Pick set on Pike. Ball goes down low for Greenwood. Still bouncing around. Turner battling. Greenwood's got it back, and it's off the post. Eric Greenwood that close to his first of the game. Ben Hobday. Now Teamstra won't shoot. He's on hat-trick watch, though. Ball poked free by Walton. Walton now can't pick it up, and it's probably for the best case scenario, but he's going to take a slash. Healthy whack in when he was chasing down the ball, and you got to play lacrosse, son. It's going to be a power play for Beaumont now. with 12:58 left to go in period number 3. Outlaws 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Chance to extend their lead up by 1. Cutler knocked down by Teamstruck. Kylie is back up top. Hobday. Ball goes wide, not even at the fingertips of Ferguson. He's got to get out the broomstick and sweep this one down here as the shot clock's expiring. Isaac Tisdale. It's been a shorty in the game already. See if Tisdale can drive in. Got a backhand scoop on goal, but he was pushed into the crease. Eric Greenwood, 2 power play goals yesterday for the Outlaws in their 8-5 loss against Edmonton. Still surprised he's in the righty shooter spot and not up top. Kylie. Ferguson off the post and out. Lee can rip it as well. We'll see if Hobday opens up space in the middle. Greenwood lost it in the cradle for a second. Hobday's out in front. Rebound to Cutler. He had a yawning cage, and he couldn't grab the rebound. Hobday tracking down Teamstruck. Stu Sturparn and Ethan Foregrave certainly not thrilled with the no call on the cross-check on Justice Cutler. The refs have called it stingy, though. They've kind of let him play on. Kylie with Hobday. Doesn't on the shot clock. We're back to even strength. Greenwood rips it wide. Hobday to the middle, and Ferguson moving, and he threw it off his pants. Reset comes. 10:45 to go in period 3. Little flip for Turner. Pike got his stick in the way. Knocked down by Greenwood. Red Deer down by 1. Dowswell has it. Picked up by Peyton Cook. Tisdale recovers, though. Knockdown, still made a pass over to Simpson. Simpson, things heating up as Antonician laid a hard cross-check there. I believe that was on Sutherland. Goudreau for long, and he scores. 2-on-1, it's Goudreau to Long to the back of the net, and it's 5-3 for the hosts. Tough defense at one end and pretty finish at the other. It's now 5-3 Outlaws as we close in on the midway point of period number 3. Eric Long has had some looks here, filling in for Grayson Maloney. On that left-hand side, this time he's able to capitalize as Jacob Goudreau flips someone. Well, we get a little bit of a wipe of the floor, and this just helps Red Deer, who's playing short bench all tournament long here. They practically run 14 guys. And so any rest opportunities Troy Tisdale group can get, they'll take advantage of. Goudreau with the long assist on Long's goal. It's his second point of the game. Here he is again. Long to the middle. Finds Stewart, and now Tavian Pike's taken out by Hobday. Pike isn't happy about it. I think Hobday might be getting the only one here, though, as his teammates have to come in and calm him down and make sure they don't retaliate. They need a power play here, down by 2, and that they will get as Ben Hobday's going to the sin bin. Well, it looks like Red Deer's going to get a slash as well, and it'll be a cross-check on Hobday. Red Deer possession, but it'll be 4-on-4. So it'll open up some space for Red Deer. We'll see if they can capitalize as they'll get the first look here with Isaac Tisdale getting it on the dot. Dowswell kicks it out to Couchman. 10 on the ticker. Big wind-up blast. This one into the ceiling. With 9:09 to play in regulation. Red Deer at risk of falling to 0-2. The host Beaumont Outlaws looking for their first win of the weekend. Long and Turner, the two lefties. Kylie. Preston Stewart out there as well. Turner for Stewart. Jump shot. Had Ferguson down. Missed the target though. Ends up in the corner, and Preston Stewart's going to have to leave it as well. Tavian Pike. One of two captains on this Red Deer side. Him and Isaac Tisdale sharing duties this season. Ball is there for Corbin Rainier. Low shot from Antonishin, easily handled by Dorland, and now he's got 25 saves in the contest. Hasn't been overly busy, but when tested, he's been up to the task. Sika to the net. Throws one off the logo of Ferguson, and then he jumps in the crease. And you can't play in there. Pike to Sola. Dowswell. Gives way to Isaac Tisdale. 15 points in the first 2 rounds of playoffs for Tisdale. On the roll, it's low and got through Dorland, but squeaks wide. Back to 5-on-5 on the floor. Grabbed by Antonishin. Shot clock got reset. It got set by Couchman. Trafford Couchman now. Tisdale sets a pick on Weatherby. Ball got through to Couchman. Little toe drag towards the net. Dorland doesn't have to move much on that save. Little step to the left, and the rebound drops at his feet. Shots are 52-30 in favor of Beaumont against Red Deer here. Game number 4 of the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. Kylie's in the corner. Hildebrandt pushes his defender out. Hobday there looking for the hat trick. Ferguson says no. Walton has a man up the floor, and Simpson fake, and he tried to go short side. Dorland took it away, and Goudreau was hot on his tail. Ethan Forgrave, the offensive coach for Beaumont, making sure his team's using the full 30 clock here. Red Deer looking to avoid their second loss. You know, if you got a 2 in that column, it's tough to play on Monday. Ball bounces over Hobday. Here goes Justin St. Germain. One-on-one with Sika. St. Germain, short side. And it wouldn't have counted anyways as he stepped in the crease. And now I think we'll get a water break, so we'll step aside with 5:53 left to go in period number 3. 5-3. Beaumont leads on CROW LAX TV. Blow the whistle. We're back underway here in period number 3. It's Cody Janza with you on CROW LAX TV. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Helps us bring you free lacrosse in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League all season long. Ben Hobday now drives around Teamstra. Shot goes off the defender and outside. 7 to shoot. Rogalski on offense. Wild pass over the head of Stewart. And Pike's going to cause a turnover. Little flip for Walton. Ryan Antonishin. Assist machine had the one yesterday against the Warriors. Now Jacob Goudreau's got a break. He's got Hutchings with him. Goudreau all alone. Stopped by Ferguson. Cutler on the rebound, scores! Get up, big man. The rookie has his first of the weekend, and it's 6-3 Outlaws. Justice Cutler puts Beaumont up by 3 with less than 5 to go in regulation. A chance for Jacob Goudreau at one end. Couldn't capitalize, but Ferguson left the rebound up for grabs, and Justice Cutler buries. Hildebrand for long. Hard pick there by Greenwood on Walton. And that'll change the possession arrows. Isaac Tisdale now running on empty. Got a shot on Dorland as he crashes into the backboards. Hobday as Trafford Couchman defending. Couchman won't go for a change either. Kylie inside. Ferguson with the save. He's going to have to be perfect here from now on out if Red Deer wants a chance to come back. Down 6-3 with 3:50 left to go. Justice Cutler, the 5th forward on the floor as Hildebrand goes for a change. Hobday still has it. 15 on the shot clock. They might as well keep eating. Ryder Istis, good defense, but he's pushed down by Connor Turner, who gives him an extra shot after the fact. Red Deer ball, and they'll pull Ferguson as well here. 3:30 to play. Isaac Tisdale sends it up for Tanner Park. Park again. Tisdale. Step down. Dorland with the save. Marcus Hildebrandt will wait on it with Eric Long. Pass over to him. 15 on the shot clock. Outlaws, no need to be in a hurry. Cutler for Hildebrandt. Misses the net. And, well, that's about the worst thing you can have happen because now the clock stops and it allows Red Deer to get their forwards out. Colton Ferguson heads back to the bench, and it'll be 6-on-5. 2.5 to play in regulation. Red Deer at risk of falling to 0-2 this weekend. Park. Low to low. This is going to bounce back, and Rogalski's going to go for a run. Jarrett Rogalski for the empty net. Ice that cake. Outlaws up by 4. Jarrett Rogalski's got his second point of the game. First goal of the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. Third point total, and Rogalski has made it a 7-3 lead for the hosts. Well, they'll give Dorland an assist on the Rogalski goal. A little stat pad for the netminder. Give him a couple apples in this game. Tavian Pike now on forward. His pass got picked off by Peyton Cook. Cook's going the other way. Shot goes wide. He's worked into the boards. Hunter Sika now. Hit by Pike. Rampage, take him to the ground, and it'll be Outlaws' possession. Minute 22 to go. Goals for and against matters a lot in this tournament. And so if you're Beaumont, 2 down, you might as well try pad on some more. Multiple whistles, and we'll get a wipe of the floor here. As a couple of bodies are slipping and sliding around. Holding's going to be the call on Ryder Istis, and Beaumont's going to the power play. With a minute 13 left, we're going to wipe of the floor, and a timeout for Beaumont as Ethan Forgrave grabs the clipboard. It's 7-3, and down the stretch we go on CROW LAX TV. Minute 13 left to go in period number 3. It's Cody Jansen with you on CROW LAX TV. Connect on Twitter at Janner on PXP. You want a shout out? You got 73 seconds to get it in. Outlaws up by 4. And if you're wondering why they called a timeout there, in a round-robin tournament where there's no semifinals, it comes down to a tie for that second spot on the Monday final generally. And goals for and against plays a huge factor in that. Kylie's up top. Ethan Forgrave, Stu Sturparn want one more. Kylie for Greenwood. Backhand shovel kicked aside by Ferguson. Tavian Pike with it now. Outlet picked off by Ben Hobday. Update to get the power play set. Holds on to it instead of getting the outlet. Now Justice Cutler. All sorts of tying up with Tristan O'Neill. 30 seconds left to go in the game. There's 7 on the shot clock. Hobday. Feed over to Stewart. Greenwood's going to get it with 2 on the shot clock. Put it on goal. Ferguson made the save. And the rebound falls to Jack Walton. Stewart on Walton. Ball got knocked back, and it'll be a 10-second count. 6 seconds for Beaumont to work with. Maybe one more shot opportunity. Hobday's got it. He'll say, good enough. Let her sing. It's 7-3, the final score. Beaumont's got a win at the Larry Bishop Memorial Cup. (58-33), the final shots on goal. Caleb Dorland, an incredible performance. 30 saves. Ben Hobday, a couple of goals for the Outlaws. Jarrett Rogalski, Justice Cutler, Eric Long chipping in. Peyton Cup and Preston Stewart as well. The Outlaws get it done on home floor. 7-3, the final score. Don't forget, 5 o'clock tonight. All right, back out here. 2 more games this evening. It will be the Calgary Shamrocks and the Winnipeg Blizz, champs of the South, champs of the East. 5 o'clock. Then it's the Edmonton Warriors and the Red Deer Rampage in a Saturday night nightcap from Beaumont. That'll do it for myself, Cody Jansen. For everyone else at CROW LAX TV, Eric Krause, our technical producer, Brandon Douglas, Keenan Kanda, Mohammed Joma, and the entire gang. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Saturday afternoon, and we'll talk to you at 5. It's a final. Beaumont beats Red Deer 7-3 on CROW LAX TV.